Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of Shadow Complex. Quite possibly the last recording. So, last time we spent a lot of time getting to these two dots on the top right. I would highly recommend you, once you have the hook shot, you come over there and make sure you get that collectible, as well as getting all the collectibles in the purple section, because you don't really want to go back through that section. Same is true for the yellow section. You'll probably have collected everything in all the other sections, and if you really have just missed everything in these other sections, at the very least you don't have to cross the lake here, which starts the final battle. And we saw the intro to the final battle last time, and we're gonna see it again probably this time. But first we're gonna go get that last piece now that we have all 12 passkeys. We have maximum health, we have infinite everything else. Apparently you don't even have to be in the minecart to hit the switch and take the cutscene, which is cool. Graphics here showing their age and the fact that this was a small like, this was a Microsoft arcade game, so they were trying to keep it less than a gigabyte of download, which in a lot of ways by today's standards is quite a small amount. It explains also why there's like no music in there, really. I would think for the remastered version they could have put some music in it, they could have put some more cutscenes in it, they could have maybe put an intro video in it, and all of that. But that would be new work, not really remastering. I think maybe they're better off just thinking about making a sequel. So we have all the passkeys now, all of these shields are down. So what is it about the helmet that makes it so important? Also look at my armor, and it's just kind of grayish right now. I don't know if it's the lighting in this room, but it was pure, I thought it was pure white for a while. Maybe it's just gotten dirty. Last piece.
Fusion helmet acquired. Full defensive capabilities now online. Operating capacity at 100%.
Locked and loaded.
So he is full on he has gone from man to full on terminating killing machine. What the helmet does, still a question though. We have 100% of everything now, and we leveled up. What does the fusion helmet do? The core component creates an electrically charged bubble capable of deflecting incoming projectiles. So it gives you a shield. They hold their charge and maintain very low coefficient while active. The shield generator automatically activates anytime you hold still or walk slowly. Use the thing. Oh. So if you right now it's off when I run. If I stand still, it's on. And this is just walk through here and it can't hurt you. Interesting. But if you start moving, it spends too much energy, and you know, that kind of makes sense. I think more games should introduce something like this. This is an interesting shield. So if you're not paying attention, if you just want to walk away from your game, you could do that with somebody shooting at you. Or if you just don't want to fight, you could walk slowly. Although, in a real way, that's kind of annoying still, to have to slowly walk through a section. So let's just get this guy's attention. We'll run through here, which I hope that's the right way. I hope this is the right way.
That was fast.
Hey, he said something new. Yeah. Wish the armor was a little bit more pure white. It's kind of grayish with the underlying scuba suit that it looks like he's wearing. Alright, let's get in here. Trying to reach up here, and I think I can make it. Just gotta get up this. Not even having to use the hook shot. And then from this point, go up these ladders. Ladders are all but useless now that we have the triple jump and hook shot. You really wouldn't spend much effort. Well, just don't screw up the jumps. I feel like I have gained a considerable amount of skill in this game in the 7.5 hours I've played this game. And that's really what you want in a video game, is just... So the thought is, with a foam gun turret, stop not foam me with the shield on. So these guys just aren't seeing me. So we'll play with the shield here. They just can't do nothing. They cannot do anything at all. Which means yippee for me. So everything's at max. Infinite grenades, infinite foam, infinite missiles, infinite hook shot. We are 7 minutes into this recording and we are just ready for the end. I'm not sure I'm gonna get the last 7 making screams though. It just doesn't strike me as what's gonna happen. We'll travel the way to get one. So, we're here. We're ready for the intro cutscene again. We have all the inventory. We're at level 21. We've collected everything. There's nothing more to do in this game other than beat the final boss. So let's do it. We got the golden gun. Take note, we did not see half, if any, of this airship.
Attention, all members of the Restoration. This is Commander Lucius. This day has not proceeded as planned, courtesy of the intruders. But the plan remains in effect and on schedule. The aims of the Restoration will be realized. So many people talk of the United States as the greatest country on Earth. It was, and will be so again. Difficult choices will be made. Innocent lives will be lost. The future generations will speak of us with the same reverence with which they now speak of Imperial Rome. Nothing will stand in our way of building the greatest empire since that of the Roman Caesars. The liberation of San Francisco begins on my mark. 3, 2, 1, and...
Yeah. The people going down those elevators had to have just been underwater. Okay, whatever. I guess the tanks and the people all have scuba gear so they can just...
You gotta be kidding me.
...be underwater. And I think it's kind of weird that they choose Rome to fashion themselves after. So nothing short of a nuclear blast can even make a dent on this airship, which is way over there. And this is the fight. This whole facility was supposedly under here, yet we never saw it. Here's a little bit of, in case you need some weapons, they are here. Let's hit this button and see what happens. Oh, it arms the nuclear missile. I will take that. And then I will target this and fire. I'm firing, but it doesn't seem like any bullets are happening. So they have nuclear missiles apparently. I can't do that again. Only one per silo. And I have to go find another silo. Oh, missile launch is great. Doesn't matter though. As long as I just stand still, my shield will protect me. It's so overpowered. And I have infinite missiles, so why don't I just go ahead and take out these guys while I'm at it. Unfortunately, you lose your shield if you jump. 4 more guys in the train. Now, I think you probably are intended to be a super powerful guy at this point. That would be my guess. That they probably don't intend for you to have this trouble. Here's the commander just gesturing at me. He's not on the airship. Fire. Apparently you have to just hold the left trigger on it so it locks on. So the commander's not even going on the airship. Interestingly enough. Shooting missiles again. What are they gonna blow up? This game does have some considerable, like, problems of boxes floating around. So if you take a moment to look here, this whole area is now just destroyed. Want to go up here, just so we can get in this area. Come up here, hit the switch, it opens the door the hatch that was under the rug, gives you some more stuff to work with. That shield going. step on me and hurt me. Nope, you can't. I never found the wiring it was talking about. It was supposed to be able to expose and pull out. I think it's somewhere here, but I just don't see it. So, going to destroy this guy. Destroy the airship. I'm gonna take this guy out. One more guy needs to be trained, and I will have that tonight. There we go. With infinite missiles, not a problem. Kind of a problem if you didn't have infinite missiles. Trying to rely on last time when I tried to climb up on this side and go any further, it seemed like the game just instant killed me. So I'm not going to go do that again. Instead, I'll just defeat the airship. We have destroyed all of his army. I'm sure more guys will just keep on coming. But actually, still have like one mega screen. Can I not get one of you guys to screen? There we go. I got that achievement. And that time, as soon as I hit the left trigger, it worked. I don't know why that it was requiring so many attempts the other times. There goes the airship.
Who the hell are you?
Jason Fleming. I'm no one. And everyone.
The Restoration will hunt you down and kill you. You, your loved ones, those you hold most dear, everyone you've ever loved.
Couldn't let you kill a man in cold blood, Jason. Wouldn't have been fair to you.
You knew about this all along, didn't you? You're a spy.
Yes, and I'm sorry. I ran local background checks to see who I could bring with me to serve as cover. You were perfect.
Why wouldn't you just bring another agent? That's crazy.
Because the Restoration has moles everywhere. Anonymity was the only way.
So everything you told me when we met, it's just a lie.
Not everything. You really do have nice eyes. All right, it's time to go. We have a lot of questions for you.
Who are you?
Remember when I asked you what NSA looks like? Well, now you know. Maybe.
Honestly, in 2015, I would get rid of NSA as the reference, even though that is the right agency. I mean, and FBI and CIA really, in my opinion, don't have any good clout either. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess you just need to leave it. Now they're giving a very special thanks to Orson Scott Card. A lot of people don't agree with him. I said it at the beginning. Let's see, Cliff Blazinski was a design consultant, interestingly enough. Uh, I don't know if he's making video games anymore or not. He's been in and out of it a lot lately in the past few years. Hey, we are actually getting some music here. That's nice. Now, of course, that was just one shadow complex. So we're getting music with words now. Interesting. Hopefully this doesn't get content ID'd and I have to take it out of YouTube, otherwise you won't be hearing any of the song. So if you were going to make a Shadow Complex 2, you would have him go into a second Shadow Complex. That was a Shadow Complex, a hidden complex somewhere. That's the whole thought there. Although maybe there's some kind of psychological term called Shadow Complex, or that might be played there. I don't know. It's a good name for a game, and if they were to make a sequel, there'd be a whole nother facility. Ideally, I'd like to see if they could really make Shadow Complex 2 just randomly generate sections, although it probably wouldn't be very smooth if that was the case. You might be able to, you might not. Original music here, 2 songs, 11 Months and Light of Day, Dark of Night. Which one is playing right now? Available for download on iTunes. Wow. You really gonna put that in your game? Well, back then I guess you would, since iTunes was pretty much it. Nowadays there's a bit more comfort, more options. The story here is pretty weak, so I mean, you're just thrown in a situation. You turn into the Terminator, basically, and you kill everybody you see. It's about as basic a video game story as you can. The way they would have written this to fix this is you would have had a much longer relationship with Claire. You would have flashed back to things that might even be hinting at the fact that she's NSA. I guess you have to say she's NSA because there really is no good, like, secret agency anywhere in the United States that hasn't turned around and done something almost as horrible as the liberation movement here. Story of Shadow Complex runs parallel to the events of the best-selling novel Empire and serves as a companion to its sequel Hidden Empire. I don't think I'd read the books just because of the controversy and Orson Scott Card's beliefs. I mean, he literally went and took the profits and proceeds, from what I understand, of those books and funded severely inflammatory anti-gay propaganda. Severely inflammatory. So I would not support him. Fortunately, I don't think buying this game is going to really give him any real money. Plus, I got this game for free because it came out for free in December. If it's still December, it probably isn't. No, it isn't. I know for a fact that this is getting released a lot later than that. So we spent 7 hours and 38 minutes and 48 seconds. Notice the game ended just straight up. Could not go back and play from that point, at least. They gave us a base score of about 7 million. 7,083,000. No, 783,750. Then the time bonus was 2 of that, so it doubled. Maybe I'd get more of a time bonus if I completed it under a certain number of hours. Maybe if I'd taken over 8 hours, I would have only gotten 1 time bonus. I really don't know. You might want to look that up if you really care about your score. I don't think it really matters that much. Kills, I did 1,110. That gives me over 1,000,000 points, and casual bonus of difficulty multiplies that just by 1. So again, if I was playing on hardcore insane, which opens the door to, you can change the difficulty. So if I changed it to like insane right at the final battle, would it give me the insane bonus or would it give me the casual bonus? I don't know. We got the 100% of the items, and that gives us a completionist bonus of 5 times of the base score of 5 million. So that all gets added up, and in the end I end up with 548,750 points that are all kind of useless, but it gives me a gold star. I sure you want to exit your game. All progress will be lost. No, but that's all I can do is exit, so I guess I have to. Shadow Complex Remastered. I think in a lot of ways this game it's totally worth playing, in my opinion. It is a great Metroidvania game, which you don't have a lot of those in for PC. It is a great short game, which you don't have in a lot of those in general. Just one and done. I recorded this entire series in like 2 sittings. Let's see, main adventure. If I click continue, I'm going to just be back to the last save point, which is right here. If I came over here and changed the difficulty here, it seems like you could do that and just beat the game, but I'm not going to bother with that. And then exit. So I think probably you would have no real difficulty beating the game on insane after you played it on casual and got all the things. Particularly, I think though that people should have just played it on casual, on like regular. So no new game plus. So you can't get to level 50. Like, you just can't do it. If you want to get to level 50, you've got to play it either on probably hardcore or insane would be my guess. Because if I just start this on insane here, it's going to show me these buttons. It's going to show me this cutscene, which was the start. This first scene introduces you. It's probably not really necessary. These don't look like liberation people.
Stand down! This is Colonel Sam Dallas of the Pentagon. Come in.
We have you, Colonel Dallas. Going secure now.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and skip the cutscene completely. And then see if we can do anything. So this is really just all about them introducing you to the weapons and shooting, just so you kind of know what you're in for. You could certainly have Shadow Complex be centered around. He's got like 8 missiles right now, so I didn't even realize that. He had 10 grenades, 6 bombs, 8 missiles right there at the beginning. Let's go ahead and skip the cutscene here. So even in that intro
Come on,
section,
Jason, keep up.
We'll skip this cutscene too. Even in this cutscene, it doesn't really show you anything. Oh, but it does give you New Game Plus on your level. So there's no way to reset that as far as I can tell. But that is nice. That is nice. Now that you would start after playing it on normal, I think everybody should play it on at least normal the first time. Starting at level 21, it would be pretty good. And let's see.
Claire, I'm coming down!
This whole section,
Yeah,
there's
perfect.
Claire, this isn't funny! Claire!
I don't think there's a way to leave her to her fate, but I don't know how you would do it, because that was one of the master achievements, and
Someone actually
maybe
put
you just
flooring
like
down here?
never
Locked.
never run into it. Yeah,
I am so in over my head.
the only thing I could think is that just from this point where he says I am so over my head, I don't have a double jump. So let's see. I'd have to run here and make that. And then come over here, come over here. And yeah, there's no way further. Not right now. So the only thing I could think of, hey, the whole map's here, is that she shows up in an area, and if we just left her and never came back and saved her in the middle of the section, in the middle of the game, I think that's how you get that master achievement. The other thought is, are we gonna get the golden gun? Like, right at the beginning here? Sorry to be playing the game again. I'm not feeling like I would bother to record a speed run type deal. My health is back down to just 200.
What's up there? I should come back here later. B5. B5. Got it.
Interesting, it's not telling me where to go.
Probably need to sprint to avoid that camera.
That door is unlocked. So the only way through is through here.
Man, where is she?
Take a moment to just recognize how he started as just a guy in a t-shirt and jeans that didn't want to kill anybody, and by the end of the game, come on, get up there, has killed over 1,000 people. So we can go ahead and skip this, and we have our gun. But because we have the golden thing, that means we can just take it. And boy, is that gonna speed things up quite a bit when you can just take the gun, the maximum gun. And so now I kind of see how you could get speedruns going if you just were trying to play a minimalist speedrun. You need to get, let's see, it tells you, actually, if we just exit out, which is what we need to do anyways. It tells you under community, under achievements, exactly for minimalist, complete the game with less than 13% done. I thought that was somewhere it was labeled out. Okay, here it is. The Insurgent. Complete the game at 4% with only the flashlight, backpack, grenade, foam, and missile. So, does that include the guns? I would assume that means you can get the guns. And then there's the status update single, which is Leave Claire to her fate. And then there's beat the game under 2 hours on 100% collectability. Kind of difficult. I'm not sure I could do that. Beat it under 3 hours on insane. I'm not sure I could do either one of those. But what I am sure we are going to do is, now that we're done with the game, I really like this game. I recommend everybody play it. I really want to see a sequel. It's a property that you could make multiple stories of this. There could be dozens of complexes. There could be multiple stories going on at the same time. We saw at the very intro that guy that we played as. He found the armor and he had all of that, so that means there could have been a parallel story right before we see his fate and after where we see his fate, because we don't know if he really died or not. We could have a parallel story as that character or Jason, the character we played as here. I think his name's Jason. So that could definitely be a way to make some more games. We've already done the tutorials, but we haven't done the challenge packs. So next recording, we are going to do challenge pack 1 at least, and then we'll see if maybe we can do 1, 2, and 3 in one recording. This has been going a little bit long for these episodes, but not that long. So yes, that's Shadow Complex. Totally fun, totally worth playing, totally want to see more games like this. You could change the aesthetic. You could have a game. There's a game called Axion Verge that recently came out that is somewhat in the same vein. If they ever brought Nintendo games to the PC, I could play things like Metroid Prime, Super Metroid. Metroid Prime is more 3D, but it's the same concept. Of course, then Nintendo would also have to allow people to put videos of their game up without taking all of the ad revenue too, which is a whole separate issue I won't get into. But I want to see more Metroidvania games like this out there. They're fun. It's a different style of gameplay. It's not all about just running from point A to point B and killing people, even though that kind of is what it is. It's also about finding collectibles and really getting a good understanding of the map. We understand this map way better than you would most games. Most games you just kind of wander around, or it doesn't really matter, or it's an open world game, so you just run straight through it. There's no real no real challenge. This one, it has some more complexity to it, not to be ironic since it's called Shadow Complex. And I do kind of want to see the story get improved and continued, even though the story is kind of weak. It's not really touched upon very much. Bad guys, we took out the bad guys. That's really all the story. But it could go further. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. Come back for next recording so we cover the challenge things, and then there will be a new series after we're done with the challenge packs. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.